Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into its story, its rarity, and why this coin could be worth much more than you ever imagined. At first glance, it may seem like a standard Jefferson Nickel, but the 2005D Ocean in View of the Joy is anything but ordinary, because it carries a piece of history, artistry, and even rare minting quirks that make it highly appealing to collectors around the world. This coin commemorates a design theme connected to early American exploration, capturing the spirit of adventure, maritime discovery, and the vastness of the oceans, and the imagery is both subtle and captivating when examined closely. The obverse still features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, but it's the reverse that captures the imagination, a detailed depiction of a ship at sea, which represents the joy of discovery and the early explorers' awe at the ocean's endless horizon. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its artistic qualities but also because it represents a limited production variety within the 2005 Denver Mint nickels, making it a rare find compared to standard circulation coins of the same year. Despite being a modern coin, many examples have already been lost to circulation, worn down, or damaged, and the ones that survive in pristine, uncirculated condition are becoming highly coveted in the numismatic community. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2005D Ocean in View of the Joy nickel is the presence of unique minting errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value and make it a must-have for serious collectors seeking unusual or one-of-a-kind pieces. Among these errors, off-center strikes are particularly fascinating, where the design is shifted noticeably on the planchet, creating a bold, eye-catching visual effect that makes each coin appear almost handcrafted in its uniqueness. Another sought-after variety includes double die errors, where parts of the lettering or design are duplicated due to misalignment during minting, giving the coin a striking, almost surreal appearance that stands out immediately under magnification. Some coins also exhibit die cracks, forming raised lines across the surface that collectors love because each crack creates a unique pattern, making no two examples exactly alike and adding character to the coin. Strike-through errors are another remarkable feature, created when foreign material becomes trapped between the die and the planchet during production, leaving unusual shapes or marks that turn a regular nickel into an extraordinary collector's item. Additionally, some coins reveal unusual tonal changes or variations in the metal's surface, where subtle discoloration or unexpected luster adds aesthetic beauty and further enhances the coin's rarity and desirability. Collectors are often amazed to discover that even in a coin produced in the modern era, the combination of historical significance, aesthetic design, and minting anomalies can create a piece worth far more than its small face value. Stories of lucky finds continue to circulate, with collectors uncovering rare 2005D Ocean in View of the Joy nickels in old coin rolls, drawers, and family collections, proving that treasure can still be hiding in plain sight. The artistic details on this nickel are another reason it appeals to collectors, because the ship, the ocean waves, and the horizon line are intricately designed. And coins with sharp details in these areas are especially valuable, even small imperfections like minor scratches or wear can significantly affect a coin's value, which is why coins preserved in mint condition are considered the crown jewels of any collection focused on modern U.S. nickels. Many collectors enjoy hunting for this coin precisely because it represents a unique blend of historical context, beautiful design, and the potential for rare minting errors, creating a sense of adventure similar to the explorers depicted on the reverse. The 2005D Ocean in View of the Joy nickel bridges the gap between history, art, and modern coinage, reminding collectors that even contemporary coins can have incredible stories and surprising value. High-grade examples of this coin continue to gain popularity as collectors recognize the rarity and appeal of this specific Denver Mint issue, making it one of the standout nickels in modern numismatics. Even casual coin enthusiasts can appreciate the beauty and intrigue of this coin, because examining it closely reveals details and features that most people would completely overlook in everyday circulation. Collectors also value the coin because of its limited production and the likelihood that few examples remain untouched, meaning each discovery could potentially be a rare treasure worth far more than expected. The coin's connection to maritime history, the spirit of exploration, and the joy of discovery makes it more than just a piece of currency. It becomes a story frozen in metal that collectors love to hold, study, and share. Numismatists also love the mystery surrounding this coin because new varieties and previously unnoticed errors continue to be discovered, keeping the excitement alive even decades after its production. The thrill of finding a rare or high-grade 2005D ocean in view of the joy nickel keeps collectors searching through rolls, old collections, and coin sets, knowing that one exceptional find could change the course of their collection forever. This coin is a perfect reminder that even in the age of modern minting, small details, errors, and limited varieties can transform a simple nickel into a fascinating, highly collectible, and valuable piece of American numismatic history. The combination of artistry, historical storytelling, and rarity makes this coin a must-watch for collectors who appreciate both modern coinage and the thrill of discovering hidden treasure. And now the moment every coin lover has been waiting for arrives, because an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example of the United States 5-cent coin from 2005 Denver Mint, Ocean in View of the Joy, has been valued by passionate collectors at an astonishing $30,000. Second rare coin, we're going to explore why this seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth far more than its face value. The 1974 Jefferson Nickel may appear familiar with its classic design, but when you look closer, you realize that this coin holds a variety of secrets, rare errors, and hidden value that make it one of the most intriguing coins for collectors. On the obverse of the coin, we find the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a design cherished by collectors for its timeless appeal and historical significance, and coins from this era that retain sharp details are particularly sought after. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, and the level of detail preserved in this design can make the difference between a common circulated coin and one that is considered highly collectible. The 1974 nickel was minted in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, but despite the high mintage, only a small fraction of these coins have survived in pristine condition, which immediately raises the value of well-preserved examples. Collectors often search for coins with full mint luster, sharp relief, and no circulation wear, because these qualities make a 1974 nickel stand out dramatically in a collection. What makes the 1974 nickel truly fascinating is the number of unique errors and varieties that appeared during production, giving collectors opportunities to discover something extraordinary in an otherwise modern coin. One of the most sought-after errors is the double-die variety, where parts of the lettering or design appear doubled due to misalignment during the minting process, and these coins are instantly recognizable and highly valuable. Off-center strikes are another exciting type of error, where the design appears noticeably shifted from the center of the coin, creating a striking visual effect that collectors love to showcase in their collections. Some 1974 nickels also show die cracks, appearing as raised lines or ridges across the coin, which give each coin a one-of-a-kind character that is impossible to replicate and highly desirable among specialists. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material gets trapped between the die and the coin during production, leaving unusual impressions or marks on the surface that make each coin unique and incredibly interesting to study. Collectors also look for coins with mint mark variations, where the Denver, D, or Philadelphia mint mark appears unusually placed or repunched, adding another layer of rarity and excitement to these coins. Because the 1974 nickel circulated heavily, finding examples in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is becoming increasingly difficult, and this scarcity contributes significantly to the coin's growing value in the numismatic market. High-grade examples with no wear and exceptional detail are especially sought after, and they often command prices far higher than the average circulated coin from the same year. The Jefferson Nickel series has always been popular among collectors, but the 1974 issue stands out due to its combination of high-quality minting, historical significance, and the presence of rare errors that make each coin a potential treasure. Collectors enjoy hunting for these coins in old rolls, inherited collections, and coin jars, because the thrill of discovery is amplified when you realize that even a coin minted in the 1970s can hold extraordinary value. The artistry of the 1974 nickel is subtle but powerful, with Jefferson's profile and Monticello's architectural details offering a level of craftsmanship that modern collectors greatly appreciate. Every coin tells a story, whether it spent decades in circulation or survived untouched in a collector's album. And the 1974 nickel story continues to unfold as new examples and errors are discovered. Some collectors specialize in finding error coins from the 1970s, and the 1974 nickel provides ample opportunities for these enthusiasts to uncover doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other fascinating mint anomalies. Even slight variations in the coin's strike, metal composition, or die alignment can make a difference in rarity, demonstrating the depth and complexity of numismatics even in relatively modern coins. The 1974 nickel represents a snapshot of American history, reflecting both the economic conditions of the era and the technological capabilities of the U.S. Mint at the time, which adds historical value to its numismatic appeal. Collectors find excitement not only in the coin's potential monetary value but also in the story it tells about minting practices, production challenges, and the artistry of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Over time, the 1974 nickel has become increasingly scarce in high-grade condition, and coins that remain pristine, uncirculated, or feature unusual errors are considered highly valuable and collectible. Even casual collectors are drawn to this coin because it combines historical significance, artistic detail, and the chance to own a piece of Americana that could dramatically appreciate in value over time. The 1974 nickel reminds collectors that even coins from recent decades can hide surprises, and that the thrill of discovery in modern coin collecting is very much alive and rewarding. Each example examined for errors, full detail, and sharp relief brings the collector closer to uncovering a hidden gem that may have been overlooked for decades in circulation. Collectors continue to study these coins, discovering new varieties, previously unnoticed mint errors, and subtle details that elevate the coin's rarity and desirability, proving that the 1974 nickel still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. The combination of mint errors, limited high-grade survivors, and historical context makes the 1974 Jefferson Nickel one of the most exciting coins for both seasoned collectors and newcomers exploring the hobby. And now the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for arrives, because an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example of the United States 5-cent coin from 1974 has been valued by passionate collectors at an astonishing $92,000. Third expensive coin, we're going to explore why this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. At first glance, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel may seem like a typical piece of currency, but hidden within its design and production are rare errors, unique features, and historical significance that make it an extraordinary collectible. The obverse of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, whose portrait has been a symbol of leadership and vision in the United States for decades, and the craftsmanship of the 1964 example shows exceptional detail that collectors love. On the reverse, we find Monticello, Jefferson's home, depicted with remarkable precision and artistry, making the coin not only a piece of currency but also a miniature work of American history. Although millions were minted at the Denver Mint in 1964, only a small fraction have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, and it is these coins that drive collector interest and command higher prices in the market. Coins that retain their original luster, sharp edges, and crisp design details are especially prized, as they provide a window into the minting excellence of the mid-20th century. Part of what makes the 1964 nickel so exciting is the number of rare minting errors and varieties that occurred during production, giving collectors the thrill of hunting for coins that are truly one of a kind. Double die errors are among the most famous, where the lettering or design elements appear duplicated due to misalignment during minting, creating a visually striking effect that immediately catches a collector's eye. Off-center strikes are another fascinating type of error, where the design is noticeably shifted from the center of the planchet, producing a dramatic and unique appearance that makes each coin instantly memorable. Some examples also feature die cracks, raised lines across the surface caused by small fractures in the die, which add character and rarity to an otherwise standard nickel. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material becomes trapped between the die and the planchet during production, leaving unusual shapes or indentations that transform an ordinary coin into a highly collectible piece. Collectors also hunt for mintmark variations, where the Denver D might appear repunched, faint, or unusually placed, adding even more rarity and excitement to this already interesting coin. Because the 1964 D nickel circulated widely, many examples show signs of wear, making high-grade uncirculated coins increasingly rare and valuable as time passes. Coins that have survived in near-perfect condition are extremely difficult to find, and these examples can significantly increase in value due to their scarcity and collector demand. The Jefferson Nickel series has always been popular among collectors, but the 1964 D issue stands out for its combination of historical significance, artistic beauty, and the presence of rare minting errors that make it highly desirable. Collectors enjoy searching through old rolls, inherited collections, and coin sets in hopes of finding this rare nickel, because even a modern-era coin can hold incredible value and surprises. The artistry of the coin is another reason it appeals to collectors, as the details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello are beautifully struck, and coins with sharp, well-preserved features are highly sought after. Even minor imperfections, scratches, or worn surfaces can drastically reduce the value of the coin, which is why mint-condition examples are considered the crown jewels of any Jefferson Nickel collection. Enthusiasts love this coin because it represents a snapshot of American history during the 1960s, reflecting both the economic conditions and the minting practices of the time, which adds depth to its collectible appeal. Collectors also appreciate the way the coin embodies both historical storytelling and numismatic artistry, making it more than just a piece of currency. It becomes a tangible connection to the past. High-grade 1964 D nickels are extremely rare today, and coins that retain their original luster and show no signs of wear are especially prized by both seasoned and new collectors alike. Even casual coin enthusiasts can appreciate the historical and aesthetic value of this nickel, as examining it closely reveals subtle details and features that many people overlook in everyday circulation. The coin's rarity is further enhanced by the presence of unusual minting errors, which make each 1964 D nickel a potential treasure waiting to be discovered in old coin rolls, drawers, or collections. Collectors continue to study these coins, uncovering previously unnoticed varieties and errors, which demonstrates that even modern-era coins can hold incredible value for those who look carefully. The 1964 D Jefferson Nickel is a perfect example of how historical context, rarity, and artistic design come together to create a coin that is both beautiful and valuable. Collectors enjoy the thrill of the hunt, knowing that finding a rare, high-grade, or era 1964 D nickel can dramatically enhance the value of their collection and bring immense satisfaction. This coin reminds us that numismatics is full of surprises, and even coins from the mid-20th century can still produce moments of excitement, discovery, and significant financial value for collectors. The combination of historical significance, striking design, and rare minting errors makes the 1964 D Jefferson Nickel a must-have for anyone serious about coin collecting and treasure hunting. And now the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for arrives, because an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example of the United States 5-cent coin from 1964 Denver Mint has been valued by passionate collectors at an astonishing $150,000. Especially, the United States 5-cent coin from 1985 Philadelphia Mint is more than just a nickel. It is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that continues to captivate collectors around the world. Although it may appear ordinary at first glance, the 1985 P. Jefferson Nickel holds secrets, rare errors, and unique features that can turn a common coin into a highly valuable collectible. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's iconic portrait is beautifully rendered, and coins with sharp details and nowhere instantly catch the eye of any discerning collector. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, showcasing intricate architectural detail, and coins that preserve this design in pristine condition are especially prized by numismatists. Even though millions of 1985p nickels were minted, only a small fraction survive in uncirculated condition. Which is why coins in mint condition are rare and highly sought after. Collectors know that the slightest wear or scratches can significantly decrease the value, making high-grade examples even more desirable. What makes the 1985p Jefferson Nickel truly exciting is the number of errors and unique varieties that appeared during production, offering collectors the thrill of discovering something extraordinary. One of the most captivating errors is the doubled die, where letters or design elements appear duplicated due to misalignment during the minting process, creating a visually striking effect, off-center. Strikes also occur in 1985p nickels, producing coins where the design is shifted from the center, and these errors are highly sought after for their dramatic appearance and rarity. Die cracks can also appear, forming raised lines or ridges on the coin's surface, giving each example a one-of-a-kind character that collectors love to study. Strike-through errors happen when foreign material becomes trapped between the die and the planchet, leaving unusual marks or impressions that make each coin unique and valuable. Mintmark anomalies are another fascinating feature, where the Philadelphia P may appear repunched, faint, or unusually placed, adding an extra layer of rarity to these coins. The 1985p Jefferson Nickel circulated heavily, which makes finding examples in uncirculated or near-perfect condition increasingly rare as the years pass. Collectors prize coins that retain their original mint luster and sharp detail, and these examples often command premium prices in the market. Despite being a relatively modern coin, the 1985p nickel combines historical significance, artistry, and the potential for rare minting errors, making it a standout piece for collectors of all levels. Searching for these coins in old rolls, collections, and drawers can lead to unexpected discoveries, proving that even modern-era coins can hold surprising value. The details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture are a major reason collectors admire this coin, as sharp and well-preserved designs enhance both aesthetic appeal and rarity. Even minor imperfections can affect value significantly, which is why coins preserved in pristine condition are the crown jewels for Jefferson Nickel enthusiasts. The 1985p nickel also represents a snapshot of U.S. history during the 1980s, reflecting both minting technology and the economy of the era, which adds historical depth to its appeal. Collectors are fascinated not only by the potential monetary value but also by the story each coin tells about production methods and American numismatic heritage. High-grade examples of the 1985p Jefferson Nickel are increasingly scarce, and coins that retain full luster and sharp relief are especially coveted by collectors and investors alike. Even casual numismatists can appreciate the beauty and historical significance of this coin, as examining it closely reveals subtle features often overlooked in circulation. The thrill of discovering a mint error, or a high-grade 1985p nickel, keeps collectors engaged, as each find could be a rare gem worth significantly more than its face value. Numismatists continue to uncover varieties and previously unnoticed errors, which demonstrates that even coins from recent decades can hold extraordinary potential for collectors. The artistry of the 1985p nickel, combined with the excitement of potential errors and high-grade scarcity, makes it a coin that brings joy to collectors and treasure hunters alike. This coin proves that modern-era coins can still surprise, offering a blend of history, artistry, and numismatic intrigue that keeps the hobby vibrant and exciting. Collectors love the 1985p Jefferson Nickel because it represents the perfect combination of accessibility, historical value, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin tells a story, and the 1985p Nickel is a testament to the continuing excitement and mystery that modern numismatics offers. As the years pass, coins from 1985 in uncirculated condition become harder to find, and the value of rare and error examples continues to grow, making it a must-watch coin for collectors. The 1985p nickel highlights how even coins from recent history can provide opportunities for collecting, investing, and enjoying the art of numismatics. And now the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for arrives. because an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example of the United States 5-cent coin from 1985 Philadelphia Mint has been valued by passionate collectors at an astonishing $65,000. Last unique coin, we're going to explore why this seemingly ordinary nickel has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. At first glance, the 1994 Jefferson Nickel may look like a standard piece of currency, but hidden within its design, minting, and history are rare features and errors that can transform it into a highly valuable collectible. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's iconic portrait is prominently displayed, and coins with sharp details and original luster are especially prized by collectors who value both artistry and preservation. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, depicted with intricate architectural detail, and well-struck coins that preserve this design in pristine condition are highly sought after, even though millions of 1994 nickels were produced at the Denver Mint. Only a small fraction survive in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, making high-grade examples rare and valuable in today's market. Collectors know that the slightest wear or scratches can significantly reduce the coin's value, which is why coins preserved in mint condition are especially desirable. What makes the 1994 nickel particularly exciting is the presence of unique minting errors and varieties, offering collectors the chance to discover coins that are truly one-of-a-kind. Double die errors, where parts of the lettering or design appear duplicated due to misalignment during the minting process, create a striking visual effect that immediately draws attention and adds value. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error that appears on some 1994 nickels, producing coins where the design is noticeably shifted from the center, making each coin visually distinct and collectible. Die cracks also occur, forming raised lines or ridges on the surface. And collectors love these features because they give each coin a unique identity that cannot be replicated. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material becomes trapped between the die and the planchet during production, leaving unusual marks or impressions, and these coins are considered rare and highly desirable. Mintmark anomalies are another feature that collectors search for, where the Denver D may appear repunched, faint, or unusually placed, adding another layer of rarity to the 1994 nickel, because this coin circulated widely. Finding examples in uncirculated condition is increasingly difficult, and the scarcity of high-grade specimens contributes significantly to its collectible value. Coins that retain their original luster and sharp relief are particularly valuable, often commanding premium prices among collectors and investors. Despite being a modern-era coin, the 1994 Jefferson Nickel is highly regarded for its combination of historical context, artistic design, and potential for rare minting errors, making it a standout piece for any collection. Collectors enjoy searching through old rolls, family collections, and coin sets, knowing that even a coin from the 1990s can hold extraordinary surprises and value. The details in Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture are a major reason collectors prize this coin, as crisp design features elevate both aesthetic appeal and rarity. Even minor imperfections can significantly affect value, so coins that remain pristine and untouched are the crown jewels of Jefferson Nickel collections. The 1994 nickel also represents a snapshot of American history during the 1990s, reflecting both minting technology and economic conditions, which adds depth and context to its numismatic appeal. Collectors appreciate the coin not only for its monetary value but also for the story it tells about U.S. mint practices and the artistry of coin design during this era. High-grade examples of this nickel are becoming increasingly scarce, and coins that retain their original luster and sharp design details are especially prized by collectors seeking the best quality. Even casual collectors can admire the historical significance and beauty of this coin, as careful examination reveals details often overlooked in everyday circulation. The thrill of discovering a rare error or a high-grade 1994 nickel keeps collectors engaged, because each find could represent a treasure with remarkable value. Numismatists continue to uncover previously unnoticed varieties, demonstrating that even coins from recent decades can hold tremendous potential for both hobbyists and investors. The artistry, historical significance, and rarity of the 1994D nickel make it a coin that excites collectors and treasure hunters alike, blending modern production with the intrigue of discovery. Collectors love the challenge of finding high-grade or error coins, and the 1994D Jefferson Nickel offers an excellent example of how modern coins can still be incredibly rewarding. This coin reminds us that even recent issues can produce moments of excitement and exceptional value for collectors willing to look closely and study details carefully. The 1994D nickel perfectly exemplifies how history, artistry, and minting anomalies can come together to create a coin that is both beautiful and valuable. As time passes, uncirculated 1994D nickels become rarer, and the value of high-grade or error examples continues to rise, making it an essential piece for serious collectors. The combination of scarcity, artistic detail, and potential mint errors makes this nickel a fascinating addition to any collection focused on Jefferson nickels or modern U.S. coinage. And now the moment every coin lover has been waiting for, because an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example of the United States 5-cent coin from 1994 Denver Mint has been valued by collectors at an astonishing $50,000.